Good morning and welcome to the second annual post-commentation thing for Let's Nuzlocke Pokemon FireRed. Today we're going to go back to why am I not able to think of the name of the island? I keep thinking it's Blaine Island, which is pretty silly, but that's the name of the gym leader. Cinnabar, that's it. And I'm like, oh crap. That's why I can't speed up being on the surfing, because then I run into islands, and that's just no good. But then I realized that I also can run into trainers, and I'm like, this is getting annoying. Okay, I'm going to fight this army, and it's going to be a really annoying battle, but it doesn't take too long, I don't think. None of the trainers here do, luckily enough. But yeah, wow, now I'm even starting to take on the traits of people like Ellie Louise and H.C. Bailey, who, do things one episode at a time. But that's kind of how it's gonna be for this episode and then the next two, because I'm being forced to post-commentate. And when I'm post-commentating, I have this little clock right here that's telling me exactly how much time is going on. So I might as well, click the stop narration button at around the 15-minute mark, because this uncommentated section is about an hour long, a little bit less, but not by much. So that's perfect. Having just a little less than a 15-minute marker. And I decide that I don't want to deal with a tentacle when I'm poisoned. Something is poisoned. I forget what's poisoned. And I run away again, and I'm like, yay, I finally made it to Cinnabar. Yay. And now I can heal up and get my freebie by the freebie clause. And I remind people again about the freebie clause, which is basically allowing me to what is it? What does it do? It allows me to... I'm blanking here, guys. Oh yeah, it allows me to get a freebie Pokemon and a regular Pokemon in the same area. So then I'm gonna go into this, where am I going? I'm going into the lab to get my my fossil Pokemon, and Top starts cutting out a lot around here. And after a minute or two, he actually my internet completely disconnects, and he gets disconnected from the commentation. And in just a little minute here, I will be like, right now I'm kind of panicking and being like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And then finally, after I get outside, I decide to take a little break from the recording session and then come back with him back in my commentation. But obviously that was not really worth my time, since he didn't end up being in part of the commentation. And I really wish I would have at least, caught the error at this point. Thought about it a little bit more. But no. Unfortunately, all I could do was, when I discovered it, which was only about 2 minutes ago, well, not 2 minutes ago, more like 20, because that's how far into this recording session I'm in. About 20 minutes ago, I was like, oh crap. And yeah, it's Ammonite, and I'm like, what the crap? Why would I even get Ammonite? I like Kabuto better. Okay, why am I just standing there? Okay, I have no clue why I just stood there for that long, but maybe I was thinking of a name for it, even though it wasn't that hard to think of one, considering that we basically confused Ammonite with another one of my Pokemon just because it had a similar name. So I basically am like, hey, let's use that Pokemon's name just to make it even more confusing. And then I start cracking up and realize, hey, this isn't even that funny of a joke. But I am in a really great mood, and so I'm going to laugh at my own jokes, and I don't even care what you people think about it. And then Top is like, even though Skype is dying all the time and stuff, you're still in a good mood. And I'm like, yep, I'm still in a good mood. That's just the way I can be. And I was in a pretty good mood because I was on a sugar high. And I think the fact that I'm acting so depressed right now is that I'm kind of crashing from that. But around this point, I continue my laugh to demonstrate that I can pretty much laugh at anything, not just my own jokes. And so maybe here I will try to reproduce that laugh. It won't be as good, but you know. Okay, that was probably not anything like the original one, but it will do. How did you like it, guys? I think I want an opinion on this, because I'm pretty sure that I asked for an opinion on something in this recording session, but I really don't have a clue what it was at all. And let's see, and then we're like, really? Eradicate is the first thing that I run into? And we're just like, oh gee, I guess the game really wants me to have a Rattata or Eradicate. There's just no escape from that, and I use Dragon Rage because there's no way it's gonna have less than 40 HP. It's like, and then I'm like, look, it used Pursuit. That's proof that it's been following me this whole time, and it even well, let's see. Yes, it uses Pursuit again this second term, and I'm like, yeah, it's definitely following me. So now I'm going to Ultra Ball it into submission, just like, well, I don't think I used Ultra Balls all the other times, but I caught quite a few Rattatas and made them Eradicate, that's for sure. And then I'm like, okay, but it's obvious. I'm just going to tell it like it is, and yeah, so it's a Stalker! Oops, I spoiled the name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. I feel so bad for doing that. But I guess it was only a few minutes in advance, so it's not really that big of a crime. And then I ran into something else here. I don't remember what it is. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I could have had basically anything from this area, including a coffin! And then I realized how bad that... I don't know. Was that a decent imitation of a coughing? Anyway, and then I start ranting about how I could have had like a Growlithe or whatever is in there in this version of the game, and I start being all crying about the fact that I couldn't really get a coughing, and I'm like, oh no, the things are accidentally in the dead box, which they shouldn't be. Oh wait, no, that's not what this is. This is about me not wanting the Omnite because it's only level 5. And I'm going to take the Eradicate instead. Although it's not really going to do me much good, but... I must have moved the Pokemon to the other box at another point. And then I, for some strange reason, keep pressing X. Then I'm like, wait a minute. I have... Wait, no, never mind. Not yet. That comes later. Never mind. I was thinking something, and then now I've realized that that's not what it is yet. And so, I'm just going to keep going up into this area, and I'm going to just keep getting a little closer to the end of this place on Cinnabar Island, and I tell you guys that I really don't like this place very much, because I always get lost in it, and you're going to see me get lost in it a lot. And to pass the time, I will make weird Pokemon noises like coughing, and then Top tries to make a coughing noise, and he's like coughing, except not quite like that because he had the different voice. And then he starts actually coughing, which might have been a joke, and it might have been because it was so difficult to make the coughing noise. But then I'm like, well, at least it's not as bad as wheezing. And then he says that the wheezing should evolve into hacking, and then coughing should get a split evolution to burping, which should evolve into barfing. And I'm like, that would be pretty decent. And then we start going towards this, and I'm like, look, it's a Growlithe. I could have had a Growlithe. I wish I had gotten a Growlithe. I don't want Eradicate. I want Growlithe. I like Growlithe. Growlithe. And I don't even know how to do a Growlithe voice despite liking it too much. I'm like, no, random wild Pokemon. I'm getting sick of all these wild Pokemon. And I'm only, like, not even very far in this area at all. But I get pretty irritated about this stuff pretty easily. And I'm actually not sick of it yet in the original thing because I'm having too much fun from talking to Top all the time. And I'd do all this for as long as it took. But at this point, I'm hoping that this doesn't go on for too much longer. Anyway, oh great, more. And then I'm like, oh, so you can run into Rattata because Top was mentioning that earlier, and I didn't believe him. Wow, I'm just going on and on about the original commentary. You can tell that I'm really missing it. I mean, it was great. It was one of the best LP sessions that I've ever had in my entire life. And yet, here it is. Just gone. Converted to silence. By the stupidity of one setting. Yeah, I'm still pretty angry about it. But I digress, I suppose. Let's, keep going. Okay, I'm going to try to shift gears into a happy mood, but I don't think I can really quite accomplish that, but that's okay. And I'm just gonna keep being like this, and I'm like, wee, one-hitting things. Oh joy, because I'm way over leveled here, and I'm like, oh, I thought those were stairs. They look like stairs. They're not stairs. Oh, they're the shutter things that I have to use the switch for. Wait. Speaking of the switch, I forgot that was where the switch was because I'm an idiot. Anyway. And then I'm like, I have no clue which part of this area I'm supposed to go through, so I'm just going to deal with this trainer first, and oh crap, Magna thing is super effective against me, and I don't know why I switched to a thing that is even more weak against Magneton than the other thing, but I realize that I don't really care that much, and I start reasoning about this with Top at this moment. Until finally I'm like, okay. I think there's a point at which I'm like, okay, screw this. Yeah, there we go. I'm like, you know what? Let's have Stalker do it because he's kind of, he's not actually very close to my current amount of levels for my team, but he's still higher than the stuff around here, so that's pretty good. And so I decided to just, give him a little experience. That's always a good thing. And then I go down here, and then I'm like, wait. Wait for it. What am I trying to do? Oh, I'm going to use way too many super potions. I think I'm just basically trying to get rid of my super potions so that I can just standardize and just use nothing but hyper potions later. But that isn't really how it works out just yet. Yeah, I have all kinds of stuff. And then I full heal things. And yeah. But that's about as much as I'm going to tell you for now because I am almost at the end of this video. So as soon as this Eradicate is down, I'm going to stop it. So see ya later.